talk about this major recall of ground beef because of a dangerous strain of E. coli. The affected area is already believed to be about 11 states. We know of over 24 cases and 1 death so far. Now, officials suspect the contamination came from one plant in New York. While the meat has been voluntarily recalled, products were sold under a number of labels. Up on the screen, you're going to look at the stores that are in play. We're going to put all the information on the website for you. Let's bring in ABC Senior Health and Medical Editor Dr. Richard Besser. It's good to have you. You're the right man to have on the job here. What have you found out about what we're dealing with in this strain?
You know, this type of E. coli is particularly dangerous. There are many different types of E. coli. This produces a toxin which can attack your kidneys and your blood cells. It can cause bleeding. Particularly dangerous in very young and very old people. So
this is something to look out for. Tell me, how did they isolate this to meat and not leafy green vegetables or the whole hunt that usually goes on?
It's a challenge. I started at the CDC as an investigator of foodborne outbreaks, and it can be a real puzzle. First thing that happens, if someone's sick, they have to see their doctor. The doctor has to do a culture, and they have to send that to the health department. You can have breakdowns all along there. What happened here is that doctors around the Northeast sent in these cultures to their health departments. They put them on the particular website and were able to compare the genetic makeup of these strains. And what they found was that these few cases around the country were all linked. When they interviewed those people, they said they had all had ground beef from this one processor.
So the system seems to be working there, but help me out with this information that these meat processing plants, they don't have to report E. coli to the USDA or the government, and if they find it, then what can they do with it?
Well, I was talking to the leadership at the Department of Agriculture last night about this, and every processing plant has someone from the Department of Agriculture. But the companies do testing for bacteria, and they don't have to report those results to the USDA, who are in their plants. If USDA wants to review the records, they can, but the company, they can't sell a product that has live bacteria. They can cook that meat and sell it in another product.
So they can find E. coli, cook it out at that 160-degree internal temperature, and then use that meat in another product.
That's right. And that bothers me.
It bothers me, too. You don't have to be a doctor to be bothered by that. So what do? We're at home. We're hearing the information. We're getting off the website what products, what stores. What do we do?
That's right. It's very important that consumers look in their freezer. The freezing will not kill this bacteria, so you have to take the step, go to your freezer, see, do you have any ground beef in there that could have been involved in this recall? There are recalls all the time, and I don't think people pay much attention to them unless they bought something recently. But what's in your freezer could cause harm.
And if you are going to test a product with ground beef, you have to make sure that you cook it at the right temperature.
That's right. You want to keep hot things hot, cold things cold. Cook your beef to an internal temperature of 160 degrees. The only way to know that is by sticking a thermometer in there, which for many people is above and beyond the call of duty.
So just throw it out. If it's close, just throw it out.
Well, if you have meat involved in this recall, get rid of it. Throw it away.
All right. Dr. Besser, thank you very much. Appreciate the information.
Yeah, the motto should be, when in doubt, throw it out.
Yes.
Just do it.
That's right.
All right.